AI News is tracking five signals: industrial automation, services M&A, search policy, multimodal model labs, and security agents. The common thread is that AI is moving from demos into operating systems for companies, markets, and institutions. The first signal is Gigaton raising $26 million in Series A funding for AI-driven industrial automation. Techmeme points to the London-based company building AI that automates control systems in cement, steel, glass, and chemicals plants. This is a different AI story from chat, search, or office workflow. It sits inside physical production, where timing, energy use, process stability, and equipment reliability matter. Heavy industry is hard to modernize because the systems are expensive, specialized, and tied to real-world risk. That is why the funding signal stands out. Venture capital is still looking for vertical AI markets where software can improve costly operations instead of just adding another interface. If Gigaton can turn model-driven control into measurable plant performance, industrial AI becomes less abstract and more like infrastructure. The second signal is the pressure AI is putting on the Indian IT services market. Techmeme highlights an Economic Times report that Indian IT companies have spent $7.1 billion on acquisitions since 2025 to gain clients while AI-led pricing pressure builds. The pattern is straightforward. When generative AI makes some routine development, support, and operations work cheaper, service firms cannot rely only on labor scale. They need deeper customer relationships, specialized capabilities, and higher value contracts. M&A becomes a way to buy access, talent, and positioning faster than organic growth can deliver. This is also a warning about AI commoditization. The first impact is not always job replacement in a clean line. Sometimes it shows up as margin pressure, deal pressure, and consolidation among firms trying to defend their place in the stack. The third signal is a policy move in the United Kingdom. Techmeme reports that the Competition and Markets Authority is allowing publishers to opt out of Google's AI-driven search results. For publishers, the issue is leverage. AI search can summarize content and change how traffic flows, which affects audience relationships and advertising economics. An opt-out path gives publishers more control over whether their work appears inside AI-generated search experiences. For Google, the move adds another constraint around AI product rollout. Search is no longer just a ranking page. It is becoming a summarization layer, and regulators are treating that shift as a market power question. The wider takeaway is that AI distribution rights are becoming a live policy area. Content owners want control, platforms want coverage, and regulators are now inside the negotiation. The fourth signal comes from xAI's expanding multimodal roadmap. In a latent space video, xAI shared progress on Grok Imagine, video generation agents, and world model research. The important part is the direction of travel. A frontier lab is not only competing on text answers, it is pushing toward image generation, video workflows, and models that can represent more of the physical or simulated world. That matters because the next wave of AI products will need to reason across media, not just produce paragraphs. Video agents point toward systems that can plan and manipulate moving scenes. World model research points toward deeper representations of cause, space, and action. The competitive field is broadening from chatbots to multimodal systems that could power creative tools, simulation, robotics, and richer agent interfaces. The fifth signal is Cisco's move into AI agents for infrastructure protection. The approved coverage says Cisco announced software tools that let businesses create and manage fleets of AI agents aimed at defending IT infrastructure against cyber threats. This is agent automation entering a high-stakes enterprise workflow. Security teams already face too many alerts, too many systems, and too little time. Agent-based tooling promises help with monitoring, triage, investigation, and response coordination. The risk is that security automation also needs strict control, auditability, and clear boundaries because mistakes can create real exposure. Cisco's move shows where enterprise agent demand is heading, not novelty assistance, but managed fleets tied to operational defense. The companies that win here will need trust, integration, permissions, and evidence trails as much as model capability. That is AI news for this run. Capital for industrial AI. acquisition pressure in IT services, publisher control over AI search, XAI moving beyond text, and Cisco pushing agent fleets into security operations.